Performances. One of my favorite segments of the week, because you're the guys I have to keep my eye on Sunday, on Monday night, on Thursday Night Football, because they're the game changers, Kyle.
Lions at Bears this weekend. We sometimes go by the rule, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. We haven't talked a lot about the Bears the last few weeks for that reason. And yet, someone very central to the team, really the face of the team, yesterday had this to say about some adjustments he wants to be made around the facility.
Trying to get some of these TVs in the building turned off because you got too many people talking on TV about us and what they think about us, what we should do, what we are and what we're not. But they don't really know who we are or what we're capable of as people or what we're going through or what we're thinking. It's just the outside viewers looking in. And so, yeah, tunnel vision, earmuffs, and just come to work every day and try to get better and get back to what we know we're capable of doing.
Guys, am I right in saying I'm a little triggered by this?
Why?
Well, last time I was in Hallis Hall, it was late August, right before the season kicked off. And guess what was on the TVs? The NIFL, the NFL Network. And so I feel like Mitch is talking about us. And Nate had a take about it, that particularly the time you would watch TV in a facility is early in the morning, especially if you're a quarterback. I feel like he's saying I'm turning off Good Morning Football, which is a terrible mistake for a myriad of reasons. First of all, Mitch, you would miss Peter's Trade Bot segment, which is unbelievable. He talks in 12 different accents. The next segment from now, Kay Adams is going to be Judas Scheindlin. You don't want to miss that. Nate had Jerry Rice in here and used his name Jerry Rice to make a Jerry Seinfeld pun.
Never been done.
Absolute gold. You're going to miss all that. And I'll tell you that. You know who watches our show? Aaron Rodgers watches the show. He ain't turning it off, Mitch. And more to the point, I would just say, we've done everything we can to build up this Bears team. Like, you are going where we can't follow you. We want to support you. We want to have this as the biggest Bears season in 34 years. We want to say you're the heir apparent, the headband. We spent the whole season talking. You've gone where we can't follow you. And if you turn on some of those other shows, believe me, it's sledgehammers. We got pillows here. And more to the point, going into this weekend, I would just say this. I'm really growing tired of everything coming out of Hallis Hall with, like, we did the Augusta silence, and then we pulled out the Washington National started slow, and now turn off the TVs and earmuffs. Win a game. Just win. Win a game. Make the throw. Score the touchdown. Make the tackle. I don't want to hear any more about the motivational stuff, and we're talking about you. And here's the most important. You got the Lions coming to town. 1 year ago, the Lions came to Soldier Field, and Trubisky played what I think is the best game of his career. This is the moment it crystallized. They're like, the Bears are going to win a Super Bowl. They got the defense. They got the next superstar at quarterback. Look at that man. Where is he? Turn on your TV, Mitch, and watch that. Because you're spiking it, you're screaming, you're feeling it, and you should have been. That's what you should be watching. And believe me, when and if this guy comes back, we will have a parade. I will stand on this table and scream into the camera to Hallis Hall, bear down.
Yes.
But other than that, take the medicine, leave it on, win a game. We're here for you. We're trying, right? Besides, why would you want to turn the channel out of the crap? Keep it here.
Pastor Brant, I love it.
What?
It was good.
I take offense.
It's good.
We're doing all we can to support the 2019
and
Bears.
I will take every rating point. That's what I will
Trey,
take.
quickly, bad look that he said that?
Yeah, I mean, just the earmuffs comments, like an old school reference. Yeah. It looks, I mean, you don't hear that from other
Are the Bears going to bury the football if they lose this year?
Might.
Take the names off the back of the jerseys?
They might.
Win a game.
Trubisky's a quarterback in this league, and we got to know him the last couple of years. But we have another new quarterback this weekend, guys. Ryan Finley will be making the first quarterback start of his career. He's the Bengals quarterback. He's filling in for Andy Dalton. He'll play against the Ravens. And this is just the third time since 1970 that the 9th new quarterback is making his first career NFL start in the league. And we're only in week 10. It is wild how many new quarterbacks we're getting. Let's go through the list of who we've gotten to know already. This is first career starts in 2019. It starts Gardner Minshew. We've seen Daniel Jones. We've seen Luke Falk. We've seen both Mason Rudolph. And we have seen his backup.
We got
Devlin Duck Hodges. We've seen Dwayne Haskins. Last week we saw Brandon Allen. And this week we will see Ryan Finley. That's him, guys. That's Ryan Finley. Get to know him. He might be the quarterback of the future, or he might just be the quarterback this week. I find it fascinating that there are so many new quarterbacks in this league. Ryan Finley, of course, a fourth-round pick out of NC State, was very, very well regarded by the draft pundits. The Bengals traded up to get him. Let's see how he goes. But Ryan Finley, welcome to our life. We've met 8 other of you new guys. You're number 9. Who will be number 10? Tune in next week.
If anyone knows a fun fact about him, I love the Hodges duck collars. I thought we ordered those.
I know.
I don't know what happened with this. I would like a fun fact about Mr. Lindley. Tweet us if you know one.
Okay. Okay, Kay, who you got?
I'm going to go with Jared Goff.
All right.
Because this is, I feel like it's the age-old story, right? A young quarterback succeeds, takes his team to the Super Bowl, underwhelms in that Super Bowl, gets paid, is now a top 5 paid quarterback in the league, and then everybody drags him when he doesn't perform up to par. And really, since and including that Super Bowl, he hasn't really played to his full potential. That entire Rams squad hasn't. It's been underwhelming. He has 4 games against winning teams this season. He's 2-2 in those games. Recently, he has lit up some squads, but it was the Bengals and the Falcons, who everybody's sort of lighting up. I'd like him to fuel his hustle this week. I mean, Shrake said, here come the Rams.
Here come.
I believe in it. Let's get it going, though, and show people what you can do, and also shut up people who are criticizing you. This week, it's not going to be easy. You have to go on the road and play a tough Steelers defense that has no quit. They are an absolute turnover machine. I'm worried about Jared Goff in this one because he has 11 turnovers. That's too many. And the Steelers are turning over the ball at an insane clip. So he's going to have to bring it this week. Jared Goff's my guy who needs to fuel his hustle, and I think he will.
My guy is Davante Adams.
All right, let's go.
I need you to fuel your hustle. You played in your first game in 5 weeks, and this is Davante Adams, the man that can give us 13, 14 touchdowns and lead the NFL. But yet in this game where they took the L, 7 catches, 41 yards, 11 targets. So they were trying to feed him. Now I get it. You got the turf toe, and I'm never gonna criticize a guy when he's banged up. But guess what, man? You're back on the field, so we expect you to be back in action, Mr. Adams. I need you to be the hero. Like Adam West.
Hey.
I need you to go out there and control the stage like Adam Sandler.
Hey.
I need you to show up every single day and prove that you're the best in the business like Kay Adams.
All right.
Davante Adams, come on, man. We're waiting for you to have that big breakout game. Hasn't even scored a touchdown yet.
Do you think he will? Do you think? I mean, is there something? There's nothing more to it, right? It's just that he hasn't been available.
I think he's just a little banged up.
Yeah.
He wants to be back on the field, and he's probably not 100%. But at some point, Mr. Adams has to get
First
going.
half of that game on Thursday night against the Eagles, Davante Adams was awesome. We got to get back to that version.
You know who
Exactly.
else is not scoring touchdowns? That makes me sad. Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah.
Odell, we got to get you the ball. But is that the answer? Force feed him the rock?
You will eat this.
I don't know.
Clay Matthews smoothie.
What do you think? Oh, God. And, yes, Judge Adams is back. I've got fantasy rulings on curious cases like this one. James Conner missed a game, but the trade deadline's approaching.